I recorded this episode like 4 times and I hated how it turned out, so I'm just gonna talk about something else. This is Unhinged. Um, today's topic is gonna be compliments. I decided to keep it better, a little bit more lighthearted than the last few episodes because whatever's coming up after this is gonna be pretty fun topics as well. So I was like, you know what? Hey, I'll just get something more lighthearted done. Because no matter what I do to talk about other things, I just hate the outcome. I hate how it turned out. So I thought maybe if I talk about this topic, I'd feel better. So yeah, today's topic is compliments. Compliments are probably one of my favorite things ever. I love compliments. I love giving compliments, to be very specific. I love looking at people's shoes, hair, makeup. If not any of this, I love it when I personally like someone's voice, or when I find someone funny, or certain stuff that they do. I think it's so easy for me to compliment people because whenever I do compliment, I actually mean it. And I don't think I would go ahead, I would go out of my way to fake compliment someone, because that's not truthful. And I don't think it's true to myself or true to them if I compliment them on something that I don't find appealing. So, luckily I always find something that's really appealing for me to compliment others on it. I love complimenting people. I just love the way people react when I compliment them. I love the feeling I get when I compliment them. But somehow, if others compliment me, I cannot take it to heart. I'm like, oh, you're lying. You're just being nice. You just, whatever. It's so hard for me to take compliments in. And that kind of sucks because I do like getting complimented, but it's so hard for me to believe it, to realize that they're saying the truth just because I don't see it the way they do. I've had some really fun compliments. One of my friends, he told me that I'm a very satisfying lip syncer. I still don't know what that means to this day. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, the way you lip sync is very satisfying. And for some goddamn reason, it's such a mundane compliment, right? But then I still think about it every time I make a TikTok, or every time I just lip sync in a video. And I just think about it because I think about compliments so much. One of the things that I get most compliments for is it's either my eyes or my smile. My eyes, it's not I don't know if it's a compliment, to be honest. People say that I always look sleepy, or when I was in school, everyone used to ask me oh, are you on drugs? Because I have really closed eyes. I don't know how to make it make sense. Or they'd say I have really big eyes. But that's something that, as I grew up, it's something that I notice a lot in my pictures and stuff. I zoom into my eyes. I see if they look okay. I see if they're the goddamn same size. So the thing is, compliments stick, right? That's the point of this whole rant. So it's nicer if you mean something that you say. And I have really specific compliments for people, and people often ask me, how do you find this? How do you say stuff like this? And the only thing that I say is, it's so easy to compliment someone when you genuinely mean it. And it's not that hard to be nice. Honestly, it's really not that hard to be nice. One thing that people often disguise as a compliment is a backhanded compliment. I've gotten a lot of those in my life. which, again, it sticks. I've had people tell me, oh, this dress would look so good on you if you lost some weight. Or, oh, this color would look so good on you if you were a little bit lighter. Dude, you didn't have to say it. It was not something that had to be mentioned. You could have said a million other things. You didn't even have to compliment on something. But you chose to say that instead. That's so sad. Like, imagine going up to someone, taking the time and effort and energy out of your life to make someone feel bad about themselves. I'll never understand that logic. Unless they deserve it, unless they genuinely did something extremely bad and you're calling them out, I don't think there's a reason for you to go out of your way, tell someone something so backhanded, right? And I also see people, I've seen so many people, especially from back from my school and stuff, they used to hate certain stuff, right? And disliking things is fine. I'm personally not a fan of anime. And that's okay because I don't go around shitting on people who like anime. I have so many friends that watch anime. I don't care, dude. That's their thing. That's what they like to do, and that's completely fine. But I know people who literally went out of their way to make fun of people and their interests. And then once their interest became a mainstream thing, these people who insulted the other person, they got into it and suddenly it's cool. That is such, I don't even have the word for it right now because I can't think of it. It's such a shitty thing, right? It doesn't matter if you did not like it. But to get into an interest that someone had and you shamed them for it, that's insane. That's actually mad. Because as I told you, people remember things. I remember a lot of good things and bad things that people tell to me, but somehow always the bad things tend to stick up. Especially if it's a person who suffers from or struggles with depression or self-image issues. It can make such a huge impact on them to a point where you probably forgot about it in a week or maybe the next day, but they can still be thinking about it. So why not take that time out of your life to just be nice rather than be a bad person in someone's memory? I will never understand why people take time out of their day to just genuinely make other people sad or feel shitty about themselves. And then they just continue with their day like nothing else has happened. It's insane. If you cannot be nice, don't say anything at all. Just don't say it. They're not bothering you with the things that they like. They're just, if you don't want to talk about it, if you're not interested in whatever they're saying about their interests, just say, hey, listen, I would love to talk to you about this, but I'm genuinely not interested in it. And I'm sorry, but I think that's way more genuine than just A, dealing with it, or B, shaming them for it. There are so many options for you to just be nice. So why can't you just choose one of them? You just choose the one option to be a bad person and then you go with that. I'll never understand people who purposely I don't understand bullies. I think that's bullying, to be honest. You don't have to beat someone up or hack their Instagram or expose them on to social media to be a bully. You can literally be a bully just by not being nice. That's the whole point about it. as I say all of this, am I the best person? No, I'm not. But I know damn well that I've not gone out of my way to make someone feel shit about their interests. And I'd never do that either. And it's so hard for me to wrap my head around the fact that some people think that's okay. It's more like a food for thought. Like, I just sometimes sit and think about it. I'm just like, damn, what goes through this person's head to think that this was okay? But yeah, that being said, let's go back to the cute stuff. I love complimenting. Oh yeah, some of the other weird compliments that I've gotten where your features fit your face perfectly. And the thing with weird compliments is they stick more than, oh, I love your makeup, oh, I love your videos. Because I just think about, like, whenever I take a picture of myself or look at myself in the mirror, I go and like observe each of my facial features. Just like, maybe I think shit about them. Maybe I'm just like, oh, they're like totally lying. But sometimes I don't think bad about myself. Sometimes I just go to the mirror and I'm like, whoa, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand the compliment because I don't see myself the same way, but someone out there does. That's actually so cool to think about. And the amount of people who I've thought are cool on the street are insane. Literally, I find everyone cool. People, especially like, in Dubai, people are so well dressed and everyone's so pretty. And everyone looks so good that like whenever I go, like I take the metro and stuff, there are so many pretty people and I just look at them and I get scared because I'm like, I feel like they think that I'm judging them, but then I'm not. I'm just looking at them, just like, shit, I want to keep staring because they're so pretty, but then I can't. Obviously, that's just such a stalker move to do. But yeah, sometimes I think like if people think that about me, sometimes I think if people stalk my account or keep up with whatever I do, which I don't think people do it, but it's not a no. It's not like zero possibility because I do that. I go to people's accounts sometimes just to look at their pictures, even if they don't have any like new posts. I go and I just see them. I love looking at pretty people. I just love looking at pretty things. Like sometimes I wish the things that I think can be heard by other person, but then I quickly take my statement back because no. If people could hear my thoughts, I'd be in jail. Yeah. But other than that, it doesn't even have to be anything, insane. It can just be something like, dude, hey, I love your shoes. Or it can even be like, oh, I love the way you did your eyeliner. It's something. It's just so fulfilling. It can even be things like, hey, I miss you. And if you mean it, it's such a great difference to someone's day. Maybe it's not for everyone. I can't speak for everyone, but it is for me. I can speak for myself. It is for me. If someone tells me that they miss me, I feel so bad that I couldn't meet them earlier, but it's probably because of like circumstances and whatnot. But saying something to make someone's day better is such a good feeling. I'll always stick by my word on this one. It's such a good feeling. That's why it's so fun to compliment. And honestly, if you haven't complimented someone, please go ahead. Like, if you haven't complimented someone in like recent times, go ahead. Just say something nice about themselves. And if it's someone who you don't like something about, then just don't choose them. Choose someone else. Go ahead, just do it, and it feels so nice. And I just love the reaction. I love it when people comment back, I love your comments, or I love the way you say things. It makes me so happy. That means like whatever I felt and said made them happy. and the fact that they liked it made me happy. It's dude, it's just so nice. I'm getting so excited. Like I'm literally like running out of things to say about this topic, so I'll probably like stop it here. But it's still keeping me like so excited to like think what more am I gonna see? What am I gonna see people post? What I'm like, oh, I'm gonna see new people. It's so fun. Like even especially if you are an ambivert like me or like an introvert, it's especially hard to go up to people and talk to them, go up to people and say, hey, I love your shoes. I've done that, but it's not easy for me. So doing it on social media, it's so heartwarming for me. It's heartwarming for me to do it to people because I feel like, okay, at least I got to compliment this person. I got to make someone feel good about themselves, which is a beautiful feeling. And I think about the things that people tell me like almost every day. I think about, oh God, I had so many weird compliments which I really love, but then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like remember them the second I stop recording this. I always do. There's always something that I remember to say right when I stop recording or right when I'm done editing the whole episode. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna stop this here. Dude, just go ahead, compliment someone. Doesn't matter who it is. You can even be yourself. It doesn't really matter. It's just such a good feeling. Like, just make sure that you mean the compliment. You mean the things that you say. I think that's way more fulfilling than just giving out empty words, just putting out empty words into someone's mind. I'm gonna have more episodes which are longer and more like detailed, but I just needed to get this out of my head, and I'm actually kind of happy at it. I don't really care that it's a short episode. I hope you like this, and I hope you share it with your friends. Unhinged is out on Spotify and YouTube, so check it out. Go make someone's day, and I hope that someone makes your day as well. Bye!